So I've asked this question a lot myself to other people. How? How do I do something? It's a question that, a lot of people ask. I ask a lot when they don't know how to do something, or not even necessarily that they don't know how to do something, but they don't know how to find the courage to do it. So really what they're asking when they're asking that is they're asking, how do I find the courage to actually go and do this thing? Because, sometimes when you go and do a thing, it can be scary. There can be consequences. The other person could get upset and have a bad reaction to it. And, then they think poorly of you. So it's all about courage. It's the reason we ask this how question. So how? I mean, I've dealt with a lot of that social anxiety, and from what I can see now, it's all because of authenticity. The way that you find the courage to do something is you stay true to yourself. You know who you are, you know what you want in your heart and your soul, and you stay true to that. You don't let anybody else, tell you you have to do this or that, and we get stuck in that because we want people to like us, right? I mean, who doesn't want people to like them? But the truth of the fucking matter is, most of the time, most people probably don't give a shit about you, but they may not always like you, and sometimes you may say something and they may not fucking like it, and they may think you're fucking weird, and it may put them off, and, that's why we're fucking have these fears and this social anxiety, right? And why, courage is such a hard thing, because it's like, well, how do you deal with rejection? That's the thing. Well, you do it by just getting fucking comfortable with yourself. I mean, rejection fucking sucks. But you know what sucks even more than rejection from other people is rejection from yourself. So, and that's where that whole boundaries thing comes along. So if you're just going around giving yourself out to people all the time because you want them to like you, then you're kind of giving up a part of yourself and not staying true to who you are and what you want. And before you know it, you're going to find yourself in some situation that you don't want to be in. And you're looking for an escape because you didn't stay true to yourself. Your mind was thinking, about how you want this person to like you, instead of what can I do to make me like myself? What is true for me in this moment? What do I actually want to do? And we get trapped by that in society so fucking much. And it's sad because when we all get down to it, really, we don't like the fake person. We don't like the person that just agreed to do everything for you and went along with you all the time. We don't like that person. We tend to reject that person pretty hard. And what is, when you think about it, what are we really rejecting? We're rejecting neediness. We're rejecting someone being clingy to you, someone requiring you in their existence to validate them. That's what we're really attaching to. And, just... we gotta quit that shit, man. People do not like fake people. So, really the answer is just, feel things. Be you. Feel things. And don't apologize for that. Don't ever fucking don't ever say you're fucking sorry for existing. Or sorry that, you got in someone's way or whatever. I mean, sorries really should be reserved for, actually doing something wrong that you really feel bad about. And that should not be existing. That's a really powerful thing, because I know for me, for the longest fucking time, I just I didn't think anybody cared about my existence, and the only way I would ever get people to care about my existence was by doing fucking everything for them. And you know what? It did not make them like me at all. It made them fucking hate me and throw me away in the streets and discard me. And I had to pick myself up pretty fucking hard after that. So, and the only way you get past that is by realizing how much of yourself you were giving up to other people. Stop it now. Like, you're never going to be fucking happy giving yourself up to another person. Like, really. As much as we're all lonely, yes, we're all want companionship, but, like, what is it at the expense of? Like, if you're giving yourself up to this other person all the time, then, like, what are you doing for you? I mean, it's like we all get trapped in these cycles so much, so hard. We just don't even fucking realize how much we're missing out on ourselves. And you know why? Because society told us for so long that who we were wasn't okay. So yeah, we started putting on a bunch of faces, trying to act this way, to be this way for this person, to get them to like me because they didn't like who I was originally. And you know what? It's just like, fuck that. At this point, fuck being anything but yourself. You're never, ever fucking going to be happy being anything but who you are. So, like, the only way you can ever find the love that's true, that's real, that's not gonna leave you, that actually fucking really wants you, is by showing them who you fucking are. Okay? Because they're not going to see who you are by you hiding it. They're not going to fall in love with, all of your being if you're sitting on the sidelines being quiet because somebody didn't want to hear what you had to say. Like, let that go right now. Do not worry about fucking, like, really hurting other people's feelings. As long as you're staying true to yourself and you're not doing anything to, like, put that other person's, like, safety and, like, health at risk, then you're fine. Like, just stay true to yourself. Like, that's the only way to happiness and spirituality is, like, you gotta put all those other fucking masks and all that bullshit aside now. It's time. Like, you know it. You know it's never, ever gonna get you anything that you want in your life by living other people's, expectations. Like, it's never going to do it. So it's time to start trusting that by living up and by being true to yourself and, being who you are, that some amazing things can come from that because there is no other you. Okay. We're all connected. Yeah. But we all have our own unique perspectives on life. So, add yours. Don't chip the rest of the whole of humanity because you're too afraid to do the thing that you really want to do. Like, you're doing us all a disservice if you do that. So, like, for humanity's fucking sake, like, be yourself, please. And, there will be people that admire that. And there will be people that come along and they want to be part of that. So, like, just gotta be patient.